Hey everybody, it's Michael here. This is my first YouTube live, and I wanted to do this. I know it wasn't a scheduled one. Nonetheless, it's one that I want to get on here for the next, 10 or so minutes and break down affiliate marketing 2020 and beyond. I will touch point on everything affiliate marketing related. So if you have any questions at any time, make sure you leave me a comment in that box. Um, and if you'll be watching this on the replay, that's awesome too. Just let me know where you're coming from. What's your level of affiliate marketing? Where would you want to be, okay, in a couple of years, 5 years from now? Is that how does that look financially for you? Um, how much would you want to be giving an impact to your audience and so forth? So just earlier, I was making a couple of content posts for my sites, and so that's what I was wrapped up on. And I got to free up some time for myself and an unscheduled live. I thought I'd jump on here. Uh, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over some things. I don't know if I can do a share screen here, maybe not. But I'm just going to talk about affiliate marketing now and where it will be down the road. Uh, so, pretty much, yes, I do work from home full time doing this. Was it easy? It was not easy for me at all. Just very quickly, my backstory. I remember where I was, years and years ago, sitting in a cubicle at my 9 to 5 job. This job here was in shipping, receiving, office type, budget type job. It was a little bit of everything with physical to a lot of the mental stuff that I had to deal with, um, which is good because I'm an introvert person. And so what happened was, I was trying to figure out why I wasn't getting paid what I was and working for basically peanuts, right? When I should have been getting paid so much more, but that company wasn't allowing. So I just stuck it out because I had just finished 3+ years of school and I said I need more stability at work. So that's what I thought. I would stick it out for like 2 to 3 years with them. It wasn't until, one day it really hit me and I thought, why am I still here? And I'm like, I need to look for something better. Yes, but two, I don't want to be caught up doing this over and over again because I know, working for the same company 40+ years, we're not living back in the 1970s, 19, when we were younger, when your grandparents during that time. So you never know the job security. It's not, there's no job security. You could be working as a banker for a financial industry. It doesn't matter. There is really no job security. Yes, you can take those skills and transfer them somewhere else. That's an advantage, but you got to think about those things as well. So one day I was sitting in my cubicle, right, taking my lunch break, and I look at my phone, and I kid you not, as I'm sitting here in this like 5 foot space, a cubicle space, hard floors. There's 3 levels. I'm at the very bottom. In the middle we have HP. At the very top was Peace Health, and we're at the very bottom, like a dungeon. And so there's hardly any lighting, right? And I'm like, I've been working here for some time now, and I get a message from my friend. His name is Tyson. I look at my phone, and I open up the Snapchat app, the social media app. If you guys are familiar with that, and he says, "Hi, Michael. How are you doing?" And so I started just the conversation. One thing led to another. He's like, "Well, there's this thing called affiliate marketing," and people may go into more detail about it. So that's what happened here in this case. And as he's telling me all this in my head, I'm thinking now, this has to be some kind of a scam. This has to be unreal. This isn't, no. And so, I'm here, I'm finishing my lunch, put it away, and then I go back to doing my duties. And later that day, I walked into my home, opened the door, literally had my backpack with me. I threw it to the ground, ran into my kitchen where my laptop was sitting, opened it up, And then I started to investigate what this whole affiliate marketing thing was. I watched videos, like many maybe of you guys have already. I've gone through my blog posts already, listened to even podcasts, went on social media, asked around, okay? And I didn't really believe it at the time. So I thought, let me just give it a go, see if it works anyways. And what did I do? I grabbed the website, a free one, from like those Weebly web note things, and put it together. And I thought I would just model what somebody else was out there doing, right? And I'm finally like here, like, yes, I'm gonna start earning some money. This might actually work. I'm finally gonna be able to support myself even more with more financial stabilities, and I won't have to be worrying about working myself so hard, going to a job in traffic. I used to work in California a lot. I live in Vancouver, Washington now, but it's still like having to do the traveling thing was getting redundant and very repetitive. Sometimes the traffic would get stuck, and then I didn't have the time that I wanted to when I got home to do what I wanted to. So I thought, why not look into something that I can put the time and energy in just as much as I could if I was working a 9 to 5 job, and actually reap the rewards of earning this passive income, okay, but then also being able to have a full-time home business. And so what happened was the company went under. They relieved 30 plus people. I was one of them. Went back on unemployment benefits for the second time, and then uh, I had to rely on that income, and I had people around me, and I felt very embarrassed because I couldn't even go out and enjoy my meals. I kid you not, that's the truth. And now I'm in this position again at the time, and I had just fallen off of a relationship where I was in love, and so much was going on at the time that I had to juggle, and really, I didn't want to feel like this should happen to me ever again. And so I went into um, the affiliate marketing mode, did more of my research, and then just kept putting on content in my sites. And it didn't really click. Like it didn't. I still didn't get what I wanted to. I didn't get the results over like a month. I was like, where are people? Like, why aren't they coming to me? Why aren't they buying from me? I'm putting out the content that I need to be putting out. But the problem was I wasn't putting it out the right ways for like Google to find me or things like that. I had to actually go back into research mode the very next day. I kid you not, the very next day, as I came into my house from that job at that time, I was able to do more research, and I actually found a program and a mentorship that helped me get to where I want to get to. So, no, I didn't just always begin here and say, look, I was handed this. No, I actually had to put the time behind this. And, once I started understanding that, that was my plan. I started putting my frameworks in place. I started understanding my audience better, how to attract them, how to actually put out content that will bait and grab them in the way I needed to. And now, I've been able to do this full time, earning good money doing it. Won't go into that here. But I've been able to do that for now for some time, and I have a health and wellness in the lower back pain space, and then I have one in the affiliate space. I do consulting, anything digital marketing, helping business owners, getting lead generation. You name it, I've been there, I've done that. I know the programs that are out there. I know what works in. I'm not totally focused on e-commerce and that stuff right now, but I know what works. Um, from reverse engineering everything to just kind of anything in general. You can see here I kind of have my, can't maybe see it because I have the shades open, but I write everything down on a whiteboard. Usually I put things on my notepad. I like writing things down. I like putting them on the computer too, but for the most part, what I like doing is putting it down on. I have my own notebook, and I have my own. That's what I've been doing for a long time as as an academic student, Division I athlete, soccer athlete. I was always taught to write things down and put them down on paper, and that's the best way that I can get my thoughts down. So that's what I do on a daily basis. Is whenever I come up with, whenever a new idea comes up, and I have my phone on me, I'll do that. But when I don't, and I'm around paper, and something comes up, when I'm not thinking about it, I'll go ahead and write it down. It's all on my laptop as well. But when it comes down to being an affiliate, it's just practice, right? How many of you in here have like taken on a sport? Have you taken on something where you've had to put the time in, practice, practice? Like they say, practice makes perfect. For example, I remember working my ass off as a person who's not athletic, became a Division I soccer athlete. But how did I do it, right? You're questioning it. How, Michael? Like, how did I beat so many people that were more athletic and I wouldn't say more driven because I found more drive than most people did? How? Took the time to learn the skills. I invested in myself. I invested in a mentor. I had the best trainer at the time when I was like 11, 9 or yeah, 11 when I moved here from California. And so I invested more time into that and he found that belief in me and I believed in him and we went for it. And I got the skills down. I played center mid position, one of the hardest positions you can ever play. It's actually the hardest. You have to be both technically, mentally, physically sound. And so I built those skills, my technical skills. I built that. People had the best touch they've ever seen, supposedly. But I wouldn't have been to that place if I wouldn't have worked on them. Do you understand me? Like, you need to work on the little elements that are granular foundation to build you up to where you want to get to. I didn't just automatically get here, or I automatically didn't become the soccer player because I woke up one day and I said, let's go do it. No, I woke up and I said, here's what I got to do: A, B, C, D. I'm gonna knock down. And so doing those things put me in the position to succeed. So, thinking, using my brain, and then also using my heart and using the skills that I developed, I beat just about every player out there because I was always one step ahead of them. And then that translates into affiliate marketing and any kind of job. You need to use that power, right? You need to use that and develop these skills. So in affiliate marketing, moving forward, it's just kind of the same regurgitated material you're going to hear out there. You go type in affiliate marketing stuff, you're going to hear the same thing. People are going to try to sell you on a course, right? They tell you, here's how to make money, or here's how to do affiliate marketing. Plus, here's my number one recommendation. Go buy this, go start this for free, get a $7 challenge, go to a $300,000 course. That's a little exaggerated, but if you don't need it, you don't need it. There's a time and a place for these things, right? And most people, they get sucked into them without even knowing, and they never recover their costs because they don't have the money to invest even more into them, or they just don't have the skills and they don't want to have the desire to learn those type of skills. So what I try to do is I try to line you up with everything that you need for you. There's a lot of different marketing systems, frameworks, strategies, tactics, closing, storytelling, lead magnets, offers, traffic, everything. I have all these skills myself, but I want you to know that you got to stop listening to the gurus out there and start listening to yourself. And you can listen to me. I have wealth of experience in this industry. Anything I can do to help. So moving forward, so with affiliate marketing, a lot of people are talking about webinars, right? There's this thing with Amazon. I have an Amazon niche site myself, Carousel, Target Stuff, Walmart, a whole bunch of other ones with products, physical products. Then you also have digital products like softwares, anything like that, software as a service, apps, anything that's like recurring one-time purchase, information products, stuff like that. And so there's two different worlds to it, and each of them have a different commission earning potential. Again, it depends on the product you select, and there's different places you can select these products from. But you just got to understand the two, and then understand who is your target market. The biggest problem most people face and why they fail affiliate marketing is there's many reasons, but not figuring out who they're trying to target is the major mistake most people make. I don't want you to make that mistake. I did it in the beginning because I was like, oh, here's a product I can go and promote. Let me see if I can put it on my blog. But I really didn't understand the need of my person. Who is the person that's coming to see that, right? Because keywords are not just keywords. There are people behind that. people searching, people on your social media, people listening to you. There's people behind that. And so you got to understand what it is they want, what's in their best interest, not about you, but about them. You got to put them, what are their desires? What are their problems? What are their pain points? What are their needs? What are they valuing? What roadblocks, questions? What results do they want? You have to understand all these things and just break them down. And so that's why so many people don't go into this as far as they can, because they treat it like, yeah, I just want to earn passive income, man. What's my reason? I want to make money. Oh, why else do I want to do this? Oh, just, you know, to live the laptop lifestyle. That's okay and all. If you want to go pretend, go ahead. But that's not what I help with, and that's not what I teach. So you just need to break things down step by step, follow a proven path. Okay, you need to follow a proven method. You need to follow the way things flow. Model what I do. Model what other successful affiliates, entrepreneurs, business owners are doing. Okay, you don't need to make it up all as you go. See what your competition is doing, right? There's metrics and information out there for all this. So one of the biggest takeaways, though, I know I'm not showing you on-screen stuff, because if I got into the on-screen, you've probably already seen my work. Probably haven't seen my courses yet because you haven't bought into my stuff. But I teach so much more that I can only go so far here. I actually go behind the tactics, the strategies, from piece to piece. I even talk about to a specific group of people how I was able to grow in one of the biggest and hardest industries, which is the health space, because they keep knocking down sites as one and then just other things. But people keep giving up in that space. Why? Because they don't truly understand how to use it. And so I've been able to grow not only with my blog, gets a lot of visitors per month, my YouTube channel now that I have for that one. I haven't put much material on it lately, just kind of leave it as it goes, and it grows. And then I have Facebook, Instagram, and other things that I use, but I have the tactics and the strategies because I'm putting the content out there. And what's happening? I'm getting feedback. So with this feedback, I can sit down and say, now I can add this. I got to tweak this a little bit. It's time to split test that. It's time to add this kind of a sequence. It's time to automate this part. So if you're just beginning, don't get overwhelmed by all that. It'll come in the time, okay? And if you need me to help you with all that, great, I'll be here to do it. But don't be overwhelmed. So yes, you can earn with this. The earning potential is high, but you just have to take it step by step and learn how to market. Market yourself. People, I think that's probably the biggest reason. It's because they don't market themselves. There's so many little things, like they don't know who they're going after. They don't have an offer in place. They don't have lead magnets in place. They're not putting up the right blogs in place. They're not doing all these different, but the skills are going to come. But you just got to learn how to market yourself. Market yourself. And that's a hard word that I'm still trying to get used to, even after all this time, is the word marketing. But you need to learn how to market yourself. I've been trying to get this through everybody's head for a long time, and it's not about the product. It's not about anything else except you. You're your own brand at the end of the day. You have to brand yourself. You have to market yourself. Yes, the products and services have great additions and great advantages and pros and cons, but it's you ultimately. And so how do you do that? You have to come up with the story script. And this is stuff that I give away in my site. If you go to viralhomebasedpursuit.com and you type in something like, what is the Epiphany Bridge script? Type that in. This will be probably the best decision you've ever made if you haven't even gotten started, or if you have and you're having difficulty. What is the Epiphany Bridge script on my site? Maybe I'll leave a link. I'm not sure yet. But you go and look at that. Download the free PDF that I'm going to give you, free PDF, and it'll give you 8 questions you need to answer. It'll take you through the backstory, right? What desires you have internally, externally. What is the conflict that you're dealing with, right? What is that wall you hit? What is the epiphany you had after that, all right? Now, what is the plan that you're going to have to tackle that after you thought about something good? Now you have another conflict, and then you arise with the conflict, plan, conflict. and then you have an achievement, and then you have your transformation. So people want to hear this from you in your own industry, right? Whether you're in affiliate marketing or not, right? I don't buy into people or their products. Why? Unless I hear about who they are and why do I trust them, right? I wouldn't buy from a specific person because I don't care about them, really. If I have a more of a relationship with somebody else, even if the offer isn't right, I'm still going to do it. Why? Because there's a story behind it, right? So you got to be able to do that story in your content, in your blogs, in your YouTube, in your podcasts, anywhere, social media. Strategies and tactics will come with all that, and you'll understand how to use them best. All right, so moving forward with affiliate marketing, storytelling. Become a very good storyteller, and if you're not, I still struggle with it, even though I'm good at it now. But just tell a story. There's short and long stories, and you just have to do that. And that's how it's gonna make you evolve into everything else will be said in I can't say it, right? I can't just this is something you have to experience for yourself. Like I can't explain to you the ideas that come to my mind uh, the way they do. They just happen. That's unexplainable. So I take what I know, I get my head down and I work on it. I don't tell anybody, I just do it. So when you get something going, put your head down, do it. So that's everything in this video. Just know that a lot of things you want to do is, and I come out with this stuff a lot, is you want to have to send people to an opt-in page. From that opt-in page, send people to a bridge page, right? You collect an email, you can follow up with them with your email automation system. From that opt-in, now that they enter their information, they'll be sent to like a bridge page where like present them with an offer. If they don't purchase, most people will, but they can click on a button there and go to the sales page, make a purchase, go through the order form, and boom, there you go. But what's going to happen is now you have your email system in place so that it can reach out to them whenever you need to, right? And then send them back to that actual product, service, whatever it may be. Okay, so just know this. You have to follow the right advice. And that's what I'm trying to make sure I give you, whether you're an expert, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, doesn't matter. You need to have the right information in front of you because a lot of people will put the wrong information. And they just hear it from somebody else and they just regurgitate it. They don't actually experience it themselves. So I know I spent more than I needed to here, but that's basically what I wanted to get off. And again, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, make sure you leave me one and I will get back to you. All right. Thank you.